and today we'll be doing a glitter cut crease look. Usually I would use a primer, but today I just didn't want to use a primer. But if you do use a primer, because for all my oily skin girls, I would say use Becca primer. It's amazing and it's really thick and it really like holds it down. So I have my Maybelline for 30 something, I can't remember, and I put it in this bottle because with Maybelline the foundation oxidizes. So when I put it in the bottle, it keeps foundation from oxidizing, and I squeeze it to put on my hand, and then I just dab it on my face like that. So I'm going to start off by doing my foundation. And one thing with like picking foundation is that you want to make sure that you have like the right like undertone. Like with foundation there's like a warm undertone and a neutral undertone and a cool undertone. And the way you know like you match your skin color is that when you come out to the light like sunshine and your face like blends in really well with your face. Like it doesn't look red or like pale or anything like that. That's how you know you have your right undertone. So mine is golden, so I know that when I wear makeup it has to look golden or yellow and natural sunlight. And I'm breaking out right now, you know, because, you know, it was stressing, it was final. So usually I would color correct too, but, you know, I didn't bring the color corrector, so. But, you know, we just go learn from our mistakes, you know, and just have fun with it. So now that I've already done, like, blending it, I'm going to use my brush. People like using sponges. I just don't like hitting my face a lot, so I just use a sponge, a brush. And this is the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush, and this is like amazing. So most of my stuff here is like, it's really good for like college students who are broke because we can finesse something. And it's always a coupon for something, so you can find something out. But the one thing I would say like don't splurge on is like foundation. I mean, things to splurge on is foundation and primer and like a good like cleansing routine. That helps out a lot. But if you can't afford a really good foundation, it's okay. We college students, we're a little broke. We will when we graduate, just saying. So now I'm just going to blend it out. And I'm going to blend it out in an outwards motion towards the outside of my face from center outward. When you do your foundation, it's to blend it to your ears and to your neck because it's called the mask when like you can tell your neck and your face don't blend in. So you want to drag it downwards. It doesn't have to be a lot of product, just like a little bit. Like I said, I usually would color correct because I have dark circles, but I just didn't do it. So now that that's done, I will highlight my face because we're going to do like a complete like contour. I'll tell you how to contour and highlight and then and work from there. So like, everything I said is really drug friendly. So I use the Maybelline concealer in 30. It's really, really good. Maybelline has like a really good line for like light to dark skin. And the trick to highlight is you want to make it to like a V shape. And now I'm just highlighting this. I have a big forehead, so I really contour it to kind of like make it seem smaller. But when you highlight, you want to get the spots where the light like naturally hits. So I have my damp beauty sponge. Is the Real Technique sponge. And I just like blend it in. You want to dab. And you want it to be like wet because the wetness makes it easier to blend it out. And I bring it up to my eyes because I'm cheap, so I don't really like buying an eyelid primer for when I do like eyeshadows. So I blend the concealer up to my eyes, and while that dries a little bit on my face, I'm going to start my brows, and I want it to dry a little bit that way. It has a really nice finish, and then I'll highlight. So I use this like really off-brand like Beauty Supply eyeliner in a dark brown. So just a quick tip. No one naturally has like black brows. So if you want darker brows, go for a dark brown. And then next what I'll do, I've combed out my brows with this spoolie. And I'm just combing them upwards. That way it's just easier for when I apply like my product on it, it'll actually stay on. So then I take my time, and I'm really heavy-handed, which means like when I draw my eyebrows, I draw them really like thick and really dark. And you don't want to do that. You want to have like really light hand. So you want to follow the natural arch of your brows. And my brows are non-existent. So I like to kind of like give them a little room, you know what I mean? So it just complements my facial features a little bit better. So I'm just starting from the tip and I'm going backward. Like I said, you want to have like a really like light hand. And I'm just following the natural arches of my brow. I'm in the process right now of growing them out. So I have a lot of patches. So if you have patches in your brows, it's okay. Whatever you use, like powder or pomade, it'll be perfect. So I usually start with the bottom first and then go to the top afterwards. I use e.l.f.'s like dip pomade in the color Espresso. And one trick is when you're using pomade is to have a super light hand, because a little can go a long way. And when you use the little, what is this called? I don't know what it's called. Angle brush. Use angle brush. You want to make sure it's like super, super thin. So this is by e.l.f. and it's kind of really thick and really densely. So I usually squeeze it together to make sure it's like really, really thin. So then I get my dip brow and I kind of just dab a little bit in there. And the trick to have like really, really nice brows is that you start from the tip and work your way forward. So I start from the end because that should be the darkest part of your brow. The whole thing shouldn't be dark. But then each person has their own little like style. I just like mine to fade inwards towards the center of my face. So I start really dark at the tip of the brows. And I'm just super light handed when I fill them in. And once you get to like, I don't know how far, maybe a quarter or 3/4 way in. I don't know how far that is. You want to go against the grain of the brow. And by doing that, so it distributes less amount of product, but still it's really natural. But it also gives you that faded in look. And since the tail is the darkest part, a lot of the product already been like distributed to the tail. So this is when I go against the brow and I work my way in. And you see like it just blends in a lot more nicely. And I just go back in and kind of fill the spots that are like missing. And you can see it goes from like dark to like light or faint or whatever you want to call it. Now, I made a mistake. This is a learning experience. So if you go dark, it's okay. Make sure you go dark towards the end of the brow. If you go dark, you can still try and blend it in to the rest of the eyebrows. And then you can use your spoolie and like comb out the product and kind of get as much as you could out. Or you could like go back to the other brow and make it even. It just depends on, you know, you and how much time you have to do it. So I get my spoolie, this is the little comby part, and I comb it out. And I go and I brush it towards the tail of the brow. Now, if you accidentally make the tip, like the center, really dark like I am right now, I'm just gonna mess up on purpose. What I do, I get my foundation brush and I will actually brush it against the grain. So I'll brush it against the direction the hair is growing. So I brush it like that. And that's kind of like a magical eraser where you don't have to restart the whole thing over again. You just start the part that you messed up on. And I just gonna go back and fill my brows in as I would normally. And like I said, when I get to like about a quarter into my face or however distance that is, I just go against the grain again and I just brush it like that. Then what you should do is to clean up the brow. I have this concealer brush by e.l.f. It's like super old and really used, but they still have it in stores. And that's why I used to clean up my brows. And then the tip is to make sure you don't go overboard. You start from the bottom of your arch and then you blend it outwards. And there you go. Got me a little brow right there. For all like my women of color, you want to get a yellow setting powder because it just looks really nice. Don't get it when it looks white. It just doesn't look good. I like Sacha because it's made. It's a black-owned company. I hope it's a black-owned company because I don't look stupid by saying that. But I like it. It's yellow and it's cheap and it's affordable. And I just kind of go under and I'm gonna bake a little bit. So you wanna put some setting powder under your eyes first and kind of press into your skin, and just so like you won't have too much creasing under your lids, okay? And when you are blending it in, you want to like look upwards like that and like go in like that. You look crazy, but listen, you look crazy to look fine. So I mean, you do what you gotta do. And I bring a little bit on my sponge and I put it on my lids. And that creates a really nice base for my eyeshadow to stay on. And it'll prevent it from creasing. And I like get really oily here, so I'm just gonna Do you get there too? Oh, I know, it's gotta get really there too. And by this time, I'm done baking. And now we start to the really fun stuff. So, I like Juvia's palettes. They're like amazing. The color really like stands out, and you get a lot of it's really pigmented. So you don't really need to do a lot to get a lot of color. You just need a little bit. So I'll be using my Juvia's palettes and my Morphe palette. And this is the Morphe palette O. This is O, and this just has like really nice warm colors, and that's what I want for like transitional, you know, like my eyeshadow. And I like it because Jasmine got it for me for Christmas, you know. Shout out to Jasmine. Olivia got this for my birthday. Shout out to Olivia. Okay. So I get my Morphe M412, and I'm gonna grab this like sunburnt color right there, and I'm gonna put that on my crease, and then I'm gonna just do that. And I like to go light and then build on top of it because it's easier to build off on something that's light than, you know, go deep in and mess up and then everything's like ruined. After I've gone in with this color, I'm gonna go in with this like reddish color right here, and I'm just gonna go a little bit lower than the color I built off on top of. And because I'm extra, I'm gonna grab this kind of like color right here. I don't know what color that is, tangerine color. And I'm just gonna go on the outer top and just pull it all together a little bit more, just to highlight the whole area. I'm gonna go in with this gold color right here. And with Morphe, sometimes you have to like really like go deep in the product to get the payout that you want. And the trick is like with shimmers is that you want to have a wet brush, not like damp wet, but just no, sorry, not wet wet. If you want to dampen that way, it will pick up the color. And the reason why I say you want a flat brush, because like these are really awesome for like picking up like shimmers, and you want to pat them onto the lid. So I'm gonna pat this onto my lid. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Now I'm gonna get that blending brush again that I was using earlier, and just kind of like pick up a little bit of this color right here and just blend it out just a little bit more, because I don't like that it's not very clean cut. And now it looks a lot more cleaner. And then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to grab my Juvia's palette, and I'm going to get this color called Dahlia. I'm just going to put that on top of what I have already. That way the gold pops out a little bit more. As you can see a little bit more from this one to that one. Now I'm only putting that on the inner corner, not the whole eyes, just because I want it to pop out a little bit more. And I'm going to get that blending brush again. I'm going to use the leftover product and just clean up a little bit. And then we're going to get the glitter. We're going to do glitter next. I'm going to get this right here. I've used it a lot. And I'm just going to put that on the lid. And then I'm going to just go on top of it and make it a little bit more like pigmented. The one thing with the glitter is that you want to take your time with it and wait for the color to dry off and just not like blink too much. So I look crazy now, but I don't want to like fold my lids because it's gonna mess up the whole like look. And then go back on the side and do it again. And I'm stopping like halfway through my eyes. I feel like I look crazy with all this bake on my face. Listen, if your girl can't bake, then, you know, maybe she ain't really your girl. Because, you know, all girls can bake. Just saying. Get your girl that can bake, okay? Okay. Anyways. Oh, my God. And there it is. So, I like it. So, I'm going to wait for that to dry a little bit before I do anything else. Because the thing with glitter is that if you mess up with it, like, if you mess up, you really can't go back and fix it. So, you just want to be patient. Let the glue dry. And then work from there. So I'm going to look down that I'm not folding my crease and let it dry a little bit. So then I'm going to go in with my purple on my Morphe 35W palette. This is a different palette. And these palettes are like pretty affordable. It's like $23. And they got coupons. Y'all, listen. use some coupons. It's like 10%, but it really helps. It really helps. A little goes a long way. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So I'm going to go in next with this purple color right here. So I'm going to go a little bit on my brush. I'm going to tap it off to get excess off. And then I like punch myself in the eye a lot. So I go from the side and I just kind of like tap it in. After that, I'm going to go with this like dark brown, purple. I don't know what color that is. I'm going to go with that color right there. I'm going to just tap it as well. I'm just going to tap it into my eye. Now you see that it's already giving my eye a little bit more like definition. And I just bring it up a little bit to it, just a little bit. I just kind of swirl it around. And that way I have like a little bit of a more defined look. And if you don't like, I don't like harsh lines. I'm going to blend that in a little bit before we go forward. And I'm just going back in with that same blending brush I used earlier. And after that, I'm going to go in with my black. I'm going to go in with this matte black shade right there. And just dab a little bit in that corner. So, a lot of people ask me how I get like my wing really, really well. Tape is actually like super helpful in getting like the perfect wing liner. So you want to get some tape. Doesn't really matter how long. And you want to like put on your skin. So that way when you pull it off, you're not like ripping off your eyeball. And that way it makes it not as tacky. You want to line it up just perfectly. So I usually go with like the bottom lash line and I kind of go upwards. I have this liner, felt tip liner by Maybelline Curvitude Liner Liqueur. It has a nice little tip, like a nice little curve. Start from the middle of your eye and then just like work your way upward. And you want to start with like the skinniest line you can get and then build off on top of that. And then you want to like bring it downward. And this is where the tape helps, because it helps you get like the perfect line. And then you put the liner on the tape and you just follow the shape of it. And you just go from there. You don't want to bring it back like too back. So after you've done that, I kind of like, I'm weird. I'll go like backwards, I guess. So I'll work my way backwards to my eye. As a beginner, don't get a felt tip because they're not very helpful. You want to get a liquid liner. e.l.f. has a really good, nice liquid liner, and that will be awesome. I am like struggling to get this like just perfect. Just saying. I appreciate it, but I don't like felt tips because I feel like they're just not very helpful. And I just don't like it. And if you ever make a mistake with this process, your best friend is going to be your concealer and your concealer brush, your foundation. And you want to get the concealer brush and you want to just like sharpen a little bit to make it like perfect. That's only if you mess up. Or if you just want like a really like cut look, whatever, you could do that too. So you get the concealer and you just kind of follow the shape of it. You want to blend it out. And that way it looks really like perfect and clean. So I have this really big like complexion brush from e.l.f. e.l.f. comes through with the little $3, $2 brushes. They really help out a lot. And I just blend and I just wipe it away. And there you go. And then I'm going to put some mascara on. Oh, this is the Maybelline Big Colossal Big Shot Volume Express. I guess it's okay. I don't really like it that much, but it's decent. So this is Maybelline, and I have like really skimpy eyelashes, so they don't really show up a lot. L'Oreal has this, I don't know what it's called. Has this one right here, and one side's a mascara, and one side's a primer. And the primer is white, and it's like this kind of brush. And it just kind of primes your lashes to give like a little bit of an oomph effect. While that dries, I'm going to do my bottom lash line. I'm going to use the same mascara, wand, whatever, and just the bottom. Now, when I am done with my eyes, I will highlight in the corner. When you highlight in the corner, it really just makes the eyes just pop out a little bit more. So I try to like stay close to the color scheme I had on my face. And I have this pencil brush from BH Cosmetics. It's the BH 113 brush right here. It's like really pointy at the end. And I just kind of like bring it to my inner eyes. And that like brightens up your face a lot. And it makes a huge difference. This is the color Geyser from Juvia's. I don't know if it's Juvia's Palace or Place or I don't know. It's just Juvia's, okay? You know what I'm talking about Juvia's, okay? Let's just move on from that. And there you go. I got some mascara on my face. You don't want to mess with it if it's wet. You want to wait till it's dry. And you want to get your concealer brush and just kind of clean it off a little bit. And it'll easy, and that way it'll like, because it's dry, it'll just kind of like flake off or come off. And that is done. This is e.l.f.'s blush brush. And this is the Black Radiance contour palette in the color medium deep. And I usually contour, I do like the whole like, whatever that's called, I don't know what it's called. And I go from like my, whatever this is, the hairline or whatever, and I stop like halfway. That way gives me like more pronounced like cheekbones. I stop there, and then I bring it upwards. And if you ever mess up, you could go back with your foundation brush and just like clean it up a little bit. If it's too dark than you would want it to be. And as you can see, I already have like more defined like facial features on this side. And you want to contour your jawline. Not only does it cut off some pounds off your face, it just also just makes it just, I don't know, people just do it. I just do it too. I just do it, you guys. Cause I have nothing else to do in my life, so I would just contour like my jawline. And as you can see, my jawline stands out from my neck. And like I said, the mask face, what I was talking about earlier, you want to bring your foundation and just bring it downwards. That way it's not like two different skin tones. And then I have a big forehead, so I like to contour my forehead too. So I follow my temple. One big trick though, for if you have edge control or you do edges or whatever, do your edge control first, like lay your edges first, and then like put the contour. Because if you contour your hairline and then put like the edge control, it's just gonna look nasty, and you don't want to look nasty. So just wait till it's all done. My forehead is still there, but it's not like as like stand outish. It doesn't stand out as much as this side. So you can see like it looks a little smaller. It's still big, but it just looks smaller. Okay, what is that? That 3D effect, whatever. It do though. Jasmine trying to clown me, y'all. She's trying to clown. I'm so sick and tired of Jasmine clowning me.
Love you, Grace.
I love you too, Jasmine. And then I'm gonna contour my nose. Do the bottom as well. And you want to go like in the middle, like across that. That way it just looks a little bit smaller. So e.l.f. has this really nice quad palette. It has like 4 different shades. There's a really natural one, like really dark one. This one has a highlighter in it. I don't really like that a lot because I just don't like it a lot. And I use that to like just make myself blush a little bit, you know? We talked to a guy and he's like, hey, he's like, oh, you blushing? I'm like, yeah, you know, it's my little e.l.f. palette, whatever. Yeah, I'm really stupid. And I'm gonna get this color right there. I just like the color because it just looks really natural. And I have my blush brush from BH Cosmetics. I don't have the number on it. And I smile when I do it. And I go from the apples on my cheeks and backwards. The trick is, I know the contour like makes you look more slimmer, but the blush can help too. So you want something to apple your cheeks and just go upward. So I smile and I just bring it upwards. And you want to be like super light with it. So that way it kind of like sculpts your face a little bit more. I look really pretty. Now my favorite part to do is to highlight. So y'all, I got the fancy trophy wife. Let me tell you something, okay? When Beyonce made this highlight, she wasn't playing. She's coming for your coins. Okay.
For your
you said Beyonce made it.
I was into it too. I could be Beyonce, maybe it's Beyonce. You don't know, okay? Maybe Beyonce collaborate. I don't know.
Listen, yeah, when Rihanna made this Fenty highlighter trophy life, not only does it compliment my woman of color, it will snatch souls, y'all. It will bring edges back. It's gonna steal your man, your best friend's man, your mama's man, anybody's man. Okay, let me tell you, this does not play. Now, compared to other highlighters, you really have to like dig deep to get product. Do not dig deep. Listen, warning. Do not dig deep. You will blind yourself. I blinded myself when I swatched this. I was like, oh, whatever. I'm going to go real deeper than this. It won't matter. No. Go a little and build your way up. And I'm just going to little swipe. Get a little color. Then I'm going to highlight. And then I just work from like outward in. Y'all. You see the highlight? You see the highlight? I was at a concert. And someone like really approached me, was like, your highlight's popping. From across the room, y'all. They saw it sparkling from across the room. You see that? You see it? Okay. So you want to do a little bit because it really pops out a lot. And you're trying to steal somebody's man, you can swipe all of it. I promise he will notice you. He will know. This will get you a man, honey. A man. Whatever you want. Oh, some dollar bills, y'all.
Why you ain't got one then?
Listen. I don't got a man, but I'm getting my degree, okay? Keep shading me. So when I do that, I also go upwards like that too. Just really lightly. That way looks like I've been sun-kissed, y'all. Just kiss with the sun. Now, if you want a nice like nude color for like women of color, you want to check out Ulta. You be sleeping Ulta. This is the Ulta 229 like lipstick, whatever. And this is their lip gloss. And the color Crystal or Blush Crystal, I think that's what it was. And it's like a really nice pink nudie color. And it like will complement your skin. Thank you for watching Banx Avenue. Make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. And share it on your Facebook pages, your Twitter pages, Instagram pages, Vine pages, Snapchat page. Listen, y'all, okay? I came for y'all. Share it. Make sure you share it and just share this awesome video, okay? If you don't like me, there's other girls on this channel, y'all. Make sure you just support Jasmine. She worked really hard to get this channel started, and she's doing an awesome job. Shout out to Jasmine. Even though she came from me twice a day, still love her. Thank you. Have a good day.